Welcome back, class. This is Shelley Ohms. Today we're talking Unit 4, Emergency and Safety Procedures. First we'll talk about fire safety. For a fire to occur, 3 elements must be present: heat, fuel, and oxygen. Heat is what makes the flame, fuel is the object that burns, and oxygen is the gas that keeps the fire burning. Fire safety. Potential causes of fires in facilities: smoking, frayed or damaged electrical cords, overloaded electrical sockets, oxygen use, unattended candles, flammable liquids or rags with oils on them, and stacks of newspaper and or other clutter. This is the acronym that we use in case of a fire. RACE is the acronym. R stands for rescue, assist anyone in immediate danger, and help get them to a safe place as soon as possible. Alarm or alert, by activating the alarm if they have one and calling 911, reporting the location. C is for contain, which is contain the fire as much as possible by closing doors and windows behind you during the evacuation. And E is for extinguish, only attempt to put out the fire if it is small and you have the proper equipment and it is safe to do so. So you need to know where the fire extinguishers are in your building, and I've always been told not to fight a fire if it's bigger than a small, what it would be in a small trash can. This is the acronym for using a fire extinguisher. The first thing you would do, there's always a pin that has it locked. You would pull the pin. You would take and aim it towards the base of the fire. Then you're going to squeeze the handle up top. We'll make it come out, and you do it in a sweeping motion. So that's pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Oxygen safety. Oxygen is a dangerous fire hazard because it supports combustion. Combustion is the process of burning. Oxygen safety guideline: post no smoking and oxygen and use signs, remove fire hazards from the room. That could be electrical razors and hair dryers for somebody who's on oxygen. Flammable liquids include alcohol and nail polish remover. Sometimes they may, if you have an issue with a resident not wanting you to take those items out of the room because they're on oxygen, you would need to report that to the nurse. Somebody on oxygen should not burn candles in the room, light matches, or use lighters is what that should say. Check the nasal area, cheeks, and behind the ears often for irritation because those nasal cannulas can rub sores. Do not use petroleum-based products on cannula or mask. So anybody who is on oxygen should not be using Vaseline or chapstick. Safety with intravenous lines or an IV. Do not use any of the following when caring for a resident with an IV. Remember, these are the do nots. So do not measure blood pressure on an arm that has an IV. Do not get the IV site wet. Usually they would wrap that up in a trash bag and tape it up. Do not pull or catch the tubing on anything. You have to really watch that when you're moving them in bed, pulling them and transferring them to the wheelchair, things like that, that you know where all your tubings are. If you notice that the tubing's kinked, make sure you straighten it out. You never want to lower the bag below the IV site. The clamp is what she's got in her hand over here. You don't touch the clamp. And never disconnect the IV from the pump or turn off the alarm. Disaster response. Disasters can include, I don't know what I wrote there. Oh, fire. Fire, flood, earthquake, hurricane, tornado, or severe weather. Man-made dangers such as acts of terrorism are also considered disasters. Nurse assistant role in the event of a disaster is to know your facility's plan. A nurse or administrator will give directions. Remain calm, know the location of all exits and stairways, know where the fire alarms and extinguishers are located, and attend in-service education and disaster drills, just to keep yourself educated. Workplace safety. Many people go in and out of a facility during the day. Watch for any suspicious behavior. Report any suspicious behavior. Do not share personal information with anyone.